well, it'll probably still be as good as it was at the time.
I don't eat anything pickled except for my mom's homemade sweet pickles. There's a lot of pickles. I don't know technically. I wonder what kind of manufacturing plant that is over there.
I'm not sure. It might be DuPont. DuPont has a factory on the other side of the river there somewhere.
Is that a boat or a movie? Fine. Yes. What do you want to show?
Mailing's never been up here either, so take some video for her. That's funny. Red ears, huh? Thought there was a head of an eel or something down there.
Petrified eel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's huge.
Who's huge?
Look in the log.
He didn't want it, so he gave
His
me
tail's
that.
sticking out the back.
I said, like, I need that.
What is that?
Like his tail's straight up sticking out the back.
Is that a bluegill or something?
It's a Jack Dempsey cichlid
Oh.
from Africa.
Ain't that one? I think.
I'm glad you told me about the cichlid. I didn't know anything about them.
Cichlids are the most aggressive crop snakes, so if you put any other fish in it,
Wow, what did you find here, huh?
No, we found that out. We put one of the soft
Yeah.
It's
You think so?
That's what they supposed to do.
Hmm.
That's what you green text.
Green tacks are 10 years from the center out.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah, this was a really old tree, huh?
24.
Wow. So how old does that make that tree?
4 years old.
If each of the green ones was 10 years.
They actually do make specialized cichlid food, but I don't know how well he handles that pet food. But just eat the pet food because maybe it's the cichlid food for hot days.
Oh, okay. And that's what she was feeding him, and she got him tired.
40 years old.
She said he was so
That's
lean.
right.
Right up here, we had one big softness that died, and so we took him. Yeah, he's pretty tight.
Yeah, my friend had an outdoor like toy farm, and he got the cosmos to get loose along, and he got hot dogs. Like it no longer, it went from eating algae, algae is, to eating like chunks of hot dogs.
Oh, amazing.
When they get older, they start eating these. They basically turn into a catfish. Yeah. Yeah, his tail is sticking out the back.
Too big for it, hon. He needs a bigger log.
He definitely needs a bigger tank too.
Yeah, he's gonna have a bigger tank.
Yeah.
So what is this thing here? Is this communications or something?
It worked for a little while, but it's wore out those little.
Just like what they used on the
megaphone
steamboats?
things. And they used to show or tell the story about the steamboats and stuff.
Oh.
And then the players and everything, the kids and everything, after so many years, they were wore out. So I think we're just going to have to convert it to a DVD.
Hmm.
So they don't make those anymore, and they've been here since the late 70s. So
You can't fix them?
they tried to fix them, and the wires were just, they tried soldering them and everything, and
Oh, that's too
they
bad.
got wore out. So
That's too bad. That'd be kind of fun.
One of our friends, Greg Miller, he's our electrical guy, and he tried to fix them, and they said no, but he did give up not one topic fix, so.
What exactly is that thing called?
They're called telephone things, but they're, what's the name of it?
Are they electric things?
They're,
They got a little speaker.
yeah, I remember they used to have them at another museum years ago when we went to Nashville. They had them like that. But they wore out and see the guests are out of them.
Yeah.
They used to have the showboats and steamboats and like lobby and stuff. And it was really neat.
I could, well, like, does it have a microphone in here too? Or is it, or like, does it come from a central?
It comes from, well, in here, in our electrical room, we had one of those boxes and stuff, and we just played it on that. But it was one of those light obsolete and now, you know, everything like DVD. We had a laser disc. We've got one left, and it's at Old River Ready. And it's been here for 20 years. But we made a backup, had a guy that made a backup for it. We converted a lot of them to DVD. So, we can have them.
What is the orange one?
What one?
What is
That tells, that's the mail one, that tells the central location of it, and then there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100%. This tells it out all right here. This tells about the days it's for. No, I think it's 120, they separated one, but actually 120, but this way is what we can see. You know, there's some room in this thing. Around here. Around. Like what happened now? Right. You have the rings and everything on it? So they put the black on it. They took it to Knoxville, City, and Roswell. See how big it is? I know it. It took 6 maintenance guys to do the rain to bring it in here. And Marty, he had already made this, so they were 8 people to bring it in here. It's been here for almost 7 years. And they brought it in here, they scotched it, they got it, had to open the doors. And that's what we got them other doors, and the other one wood doors. And they had to tie it open and get it in here. And they got it right here, they stopped, and they got it over there, they stopped. And then, they got over there, and they collapsed. When they hung it on the tangent.
that? The baby thing.
A little tiny turtle in there.
Baby.
Yep, little tiny turtle.
Is it a baby turtle?
Looks like a baby.
Whoa, look at this huge.
Where'd he go? He disappeared, didn't he? There he is. A little tiny baby painted turtle. A yellow-eared slider.
We can pick him up.
No, we don't pick him up.
This is a big snake.
Yeah, look at that snake.
Is it venomous?
It says Cane on the cage.
Her bill?
Yeah, just the word bill in our giant tree in our
Then
backyard.
became corn snake.
There you go.
Did y'all want to see him?
How long is the snake?
He's probably about 4 foot long.
Wow, that's big.
About as big as you. As long as you.
And this one is our little bitty turtle. And it's called a little, what they call it is a red or yellow-eared slider.
Yellow-eared,
This
yeah.
one's yellow. But they'll get as big as those over there. Hold her tight, honey, because she'll
Can you be
she'll
very
get loose
careful?
from you, okay? Because she's really fast. See, look at her little
Don't
mouth.
drop her.
See, right now you can pet her and she won't bite, but later on, here in a few months, she'll have little teeth. See his little mouth or her mouth? We call her a little bit. Miss Shirley's son found her. And we go get us some sanitizer.
Seems like a running thing with reptiles, right?
Seems that
A
way.
little bit.
Think you need one already?
My dad has
I like this though.
It's nice. These handmade?
My dad.
Your dad's
Oh,
got a
she's
lizard?
occupied.
Made a little bit.
Is it a
Made from
gecko
top
or
Tennessee
what
hardwood
kind is
by
it?
Tennessee
Iguana?
crafters. So yeah, I suppose it's partially handmade at least.
It's a what now, hon?
Craft.
Oh, I never heard of them.
Jasper, Tennessee. This is an interesting one.
I know, those come from the state park, the central one, and they're the 75th anniversary.
That's cool.
Those right there, they're a little bit cheaper. Those are 12 and these are 18 for the kids, and then they've got these and they're 22.
I was just admiring.
And we started, those are hickory and dogwood, and I'm not sure what these are, but they're really pretty because they're unique.
Those?
Mhm.
This says on the tab they're Tennessee hardwoods. So.
We haven't had them long, probably a couple of weeks, because the 75th anniversary, they've been sending us a lot of stuff. They've been sending us animals and shirts and sticks, and they sent us some knives. And this is the rock building here. That's what it used to look like.
Where's that at?
Oh, that's your lizards.
That's the tigers.
Ooh, wow. Wow, that looks like an iguana.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's your tiggies?
Yeah? No, that's yours.
Oh.
That's my lizards.
I have a cat. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so you keep them in water.
No.
No, no.
Oh,
They're just in a
It's in a
terrarium.
terrarium. Okay,
Yeah, it's
gotcha.
in a big enclosure.
Yeah.
I held an iguana one time at the pet store.
They're like, how long are they?
They're a little over 2 feet.
Whoa, cool.
And
So
the
what
big
do you
one's
feed
a
them?
little over 3
Guys,
pounds.
Look at this.
Like 1.5 for the body and about a foot for the tail.
Look at this.
Something like that.
Wow.
What do they eat? Mice.
Hey,
They
look at
get
this.
frozen pre-killed mice once or twice a week.
Oh,
And
so
then
they-
they get chicken breast or chicken gizzards and
Oh,
Just
so something
poultry.
dead, right?
oh yeah. I don't want to live feed them.
No, because you know they
breeds
get aggressive.
breeds aggression. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. That's why we feed these frozen stuff, and we just thaw them out.
Yeah, that's the
And
best
then
way
that
to do
way, you know, you don't have to worry about them trying to bite a child or
it. Yeah,
something.
you don't want them to associate fingers with food. so-
Lord, no. No. Look at these turtle shells, y'all. So these right here came from out there at the hiking trails. This one Miss Susan found with her brother about a year and a half ago. And it's pretty good size. It's a big one, isn't it, hon? And then we got these here.
I wish that alligator
Not
snapping
that
turtle
heavy.
shell that I
No,
had
it's
at
not
my
that
house
heavy.
didn't deteriorate.
We got these.
I had an alligator snapping turtle shell about this big around. Came
Yeah,
out of
that
my
one,
pond,
hon,
came
is
up to
what
our
they call
patio.
little-
Dog started barking at it, and my dog
I
was
guess
gonna
that's
get
a little flatter shell, hon. It's more like this one here.
Found a dead one out fishing the
It's
other
like
day,
a
but it
little
was all
reddish
decayed. It
white
was
or
like
what it
paper.
was.
It was so
You
decayed.
know, then it's
like
a little
turned
bump like
white and
little
then,
bit
like,
did there.
fell apart
Yeah.
from the creases of the shell pattern.
This has enough factory.
I know it's old, hon. See, it's, you know how we have a skeleton? Well, that's their skeleton. And everything, you know, disintegrates except this. It's like our bones.
So go outside and look at the obelisk.
Yeah.
These guys got a long
Okay.
drive ahead of them, so we
The
don't want to keep them
Daughters
up here
of the
too long.
Confederacy,
Oh, it's all good.
the Daughters of the Confederacy actually donated the wreath out there commemorating Forrest. People think he's buried out there, but he's not. He's
Who's
buried
that?
in Memphis.
Who's that?
Where's his house
Nathan
at?
Bedford, Forrest. They just commemorated because they've never had, you know, like a ceremony, so they had it here about a month ago.
Mind to ask who is he?
Nathan Bedford Forrest, he actually fought here across the river at the Battle
Oh,
of
yeah.
Johnsonville.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy right there was very famous. He was the Grand Wizard of the KKK, and then he disbanded from it because it was becoming more racial.
Yeah.
And it started out as a gentleman's club. And so they were trying to get rid of the carpetbaggers and stuff at the time of the Civil War.
Gotcha.
And then he actually fought in Memphis, he fought in Sacramento, he fought in Shiloh, Franklin, Bull Run. He fought everywhere. And so Sacramento was the first one. And that was the first battle. And they actually had their battle last weekend. So we had reenactors going up there and then some here.
That must have been entertaining. I wish I could have been here to see it.
And they're planning on trying to have it annually, like this is the first year because it's 75th anniversary, but they're going to have it every year. And Justin's wanting to do that. So,
What they actually look like.
what, hon? Let me turn it on. You can see, hon.
In Vicksburg, we actually got one. Nice. They resurrected it. Nice. They dredged it out of the Mississippi River, I think it was.
You guys need to upgrade your lighting in here.
I know, it's terrible.
Kinda
Tell me
dark.
about it. They need some state funding to put these. It's so dark in here. It's terrible. When anybody tries to take a picture or even film, it's awful. It's
There's
black.
a knife there. Look, a
It's
knife.
ambient.
I know, but you know, I mean, people come in here and it is. I go outside a lot of times because it's so dark in here. I go outside. You ought to see it when you turn all the lights out. Man, it is dark.
Yeah.
And so,
Is that a bust of the general over there?
yes, sir, we had actually a gentleman. His name was Bobby Lynn, and he actually made that for us about 3 years ago, and he donated it to us.
Is that bronze?
It's bronze. He's from Brownsville, and he actually he does a lot of artist work, and he actually does child's photography too. He's really talented, and he came up one day about 3 or 4 years ago, and he was telling us that he'd done bust, and he had went to Parker's Crossroads, and they didn't want it. They said that the button wasn't exactly right on the bust because he'd already made a sample of one. And so their loss was our gain.
So they just donated it to you, or
He
what you
just
guys buy it?
donated it to us.
Wow, it's nice.
He went back and he fired, you know, he done the firing of it. He
I
had
think it looks great.
I think it looks wonderful, but the guy at Parker's Crossroads didn't want
Vicksburg
it.
as well.
Huh,
Because he thought it was, you know,
The battlefield national park.
something about the button
just not perfect, huh?
wasn't perfect.
I'm not.
Well, I can understand, I guess. I'm a bit of a perfectionist
Some people are
myself.
perfectionists, but, you know, we were just glad to get
No
it.
drum person.
And so we had our open house. We have that every Christmas. After Thanksgiving, on the Saturday of Thanksgiving, we have open house. And so we done an unveiling of it
There are these
for our
flags for
visitors. And it,
us.
we had a lot of
No,
people
I
come
don't think
up.
so.
And so I told him, I said, you know, it was well worth it because we had probably 600 people come up that
I
night.
think all of these flags
And-
are for the
He said, well, he said this was the right place it's supposed to be.
No, let's not put our hands on the glass.
Oh, she's fine.
Someone's gonna have to clean off the fingerprints, you know. You don't want to put all these people down to give them some extra work. They got enough to do around here. I sure do appreciate you taking the time to let us look around.
You're very welcome. You're welcome. Well, I'm Tammy.
Oh, Clifford.
Clifford, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And are these your children?
Yeah, these are my two.
No.
My name's Marcus.
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 And this is your sister,
Sarah.
Sarah.
I'm from Idaho. The big fella there's from Australia. They grow on big down there, you know, bigger than in Texas. And you know, you met him.
Yeah, I'm
also.
from Brandon, Mississippi.
From Mississippi. Wow.
Yeah. I just drove him up here.
You drove him.
Yeah.
You from around here? You just local?
I actually live in Brewston. You know where that's at?
Yeah, I know. Where it is.
Okay, that's where I live at. So I'm about 25 minutes away from here.
I didn't know you guys had a theater out here. You guys show like short movies and stuff out here?
Usually we have about at 4 o'clock we show movies, and we have like 30 minutes to an hour, and we start showing them from 8:30 to 4. And we got the battle. We've got one on the river. We got a new one called the driving tour. We have those, and we just
Well,
show
might be
those.
something I can bring the family out to check out one of these days.
Yeah, and we've got a seasonal that starts I think tomorrow. So they're going to be doing programs from Memorial Day to Labor Day, and they do those every weekend.
Cool. Just open on 4th of July.
Mhm.
You got one hell of a view out here to
I know.
see all the fireworks up and down the river.
Oh, and my brothers have places at Pebble Isle, and last year I watched the fireworks from their campers. Some of them stayed over here, but I went over there and it was really neat.
All right, let's go outside, guys.
Nice
Thank
to
y'all
meet you.
so much.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet y'all. Y'all have a safe trip home.
All right, you too.
Bye.
I said, don't go too far.